Good afternoon, guys. It's race week. Welcome to this is the last week's edition of Race Talk. I am Dave Konchak. For those of you who don't know, I am the race director for 12 Hours Road America and our Hairpin 100 Crit, and also part of beautiful organization, my team Triumph. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am super excited. It's race week. We've been, just lots of planning since last year. The weather's looking good. Numbers are looking good. And we are just excited to have everybody and all the new ads and whatnot that we have going on. So I wanted to do this last episode just kind of going over any kind of changes that may have taken place as far as timelines or things like that. We're also going to talk a little bit about, some planning as far as what you need as far as for packing lists and stuff like that. Going over when check-in is, where all the things are happening throughout the place. We'll go over the maps and get you guys all set. So I know I will see some of you guys very, very soon. As if you are part of Victory Lane Experience, you will be you have the option to arrive tomorrow already, camp out with us at Road America on Thursday, take part of our t-shirt ride tomorrow afternoon, and then have some outdoor movies and whatnot. So things are moving along. So let's just talk about a few things as far as changes go. Not a whole lot of big deal things, but our open track ride got pushed back just a little bit. So it's going to start at 7. It's going to start at 7 o'clock versus 6 o'clock, and that'll be till dark. So we might lose about 30 minutes of that pre-ride on Friday night. No big deal whatsoever. Just a little bit of a tight schedule with what's going on at Road America on the track. So they, for those of us who don't know, we have Competent Motorsports will be there. They'll be racing their Porsches all weekend. Following that, they have a sunset ride, and they have some of their pace car experience stuff that's going on. So we just had to wait for that kind of stuff to get done. But super fun to watch all those things going on, and then we can get on the track and do a preview of that until dark. Following that, we will go into being able to listen to some live music. The Bowser Band's going to be hanging out down there. We'll have a food truck rallies. Good Dogs are going to be down there. And enjoy some beverages and check out the band. So it'll be fun. Other changes are going to be just a couple locations of things. So earlier on, we had sent out and we'd gone over with our interactive map, which it also shows you that you've used if you rented out team tent spaces. But it really gives you a whole overlay of where everything is. You can view it from your phone, from an iPad, from a computer very easily, check out things. It's a pretty cool thing, but I did do some updates. So I just wanted to kind of go over that with you guys. So let me just pop this up here. All right. So this is the map of Road America. Actually, this is a close-up. So really, this all is Road America here, okay? Big place. Those of you who haven't been there, 640 acres. Super cool place to be. This is the actual track. If you can kind of see my cursor going around, that's our track that you guys will be cycling on. And then the run course will take place on some of these service roads that take place on the bridges that go alongside the track, along this woods here, underneath the tunnel and whatnot. But let's hit up some of the locations of things that will be happening. So when you arrive to Road America, depending on what you put into your GPS, if you don't know where it is, it may take you to this place here. This is the main gate, but they use Gate 6 as their main entrance gate for most of the events that happen here. So Gate 6 is going to be right here, right at that red marker. So make sure you plug Gate 6 into your GPS, and you will be able to go right to that entrance. Now, there might be some rerouting, you guys. Highway 67 right here, when you come off of the exit from Highway 23, Highway 67 exit is closed right now. They do have some construction going on. So it's either going to divert you to the exit before 57 or to the exit just west of there, which is C. Still put in Gate 6. It will bring you there. It's just that exit that is causing that detour if your GPS isn't already rerouting you. If you're arriving Thursday or Friday, your registration and check-in is going to be right here, right when you get in at the registration building. We are taking the back half. You'll see we have some signs going on there. You'll go through the door, and Carla will meet you with her smiling face and get you checked in. So registration, check-in Thursday and Friday is going to be right by Gate 6 before you go in and go through the big tunnel. Coming in Thursday, Friday, even some of you for Saturday, you'll be going down this main drag. So you'll just follow straight through Gate 6. You'll go under a big tunnel right here and work your way up the big hill. And that's going to be kind of going into where our paddock area is, our camping area for Saturday, and all that will be all in this main section here. That's where a lot of the action's going on. So let's just zoom in here a little bit. If you are arriving on Saturday, check-in is not at that same registration building. It will be at the Tufte Center, which is going to be down here, blue dot. Okay, that is your registration check-in for Saturday. It is also the location for Victory Lane Experience. That will be where your luncheon is taking place at noon on Saturday. Okay, it's in the lower half of this building. The upper half is where the paddock shop for Road America is located. So again, registration check-in Thursday for Victory Lane Experience. That's going to be at at the registration building, gate 6. Friday for anybody else coming in, that will be there. Saturday is at the Tufte Center. Those of you that are coming in on Saturday and camping, your Saturday camping areas are in the red here. Okay, if you had a non-electric RV and motorhome site, those are going to be to the west and the north. And then this big red square is going to be where all the tent sites are located. Again, that will be strictly for Saturday night only. Great seeing you yesterday. All right. Awesome. Car. I promise it will be the smiliest face you could ever see. Can't wait to see you all. Yes, Car will have the biggest smile there that you see first, but then we will have tons of smiles thereafter. All right. So that's your Saturday camping area. I'm going to kind of bounce around just a little bit here. Just because of, the size of Road America is so big and we have so many things going on with different days. If you're coming in Thursday, after you check in, okay, you're going to follow through on that main drag road. Once you get to the first intersection, you'll take a right, and your camping area will be right over the Sargento Bridge. It's right near the showers and restrooms are here. And this whole orange area here is for Thursday and Friday night camping. Now, if you're there Thursday or Friday and you're camping out and you reserved a site that we went over for Saturday in the red, you can stay in the weekend camping area. You can be there all weekend. You don't have to move. If you want to move your things up into that other area on Saturday, you absolutely can. It's totally up to you. Either or is available. I know some of us end up having a campsite. We really don't use it Saturday because we're up all night watching movies, listening to bands, or riding, running, etc. So yes, this is right by the run course. The run course actually goes right through here, and right on the opposite side, the track is right here. So you can see all the action if you're not partaking in the event at that time. But more than welcome to camp there all weekend. That is also your weekend camping or parking area as far as for Thursday and Friday goes. All right. So following down that same road, once we go over Sargento Bridge, okay, you're going to keep following down. You're going to go over the second bridge. This is Speedville Bridge. This is going to bring you down into the Motorplex area. In this red down here is parking. This is going to be parking for the Hairpin 100. Obviously, the Hairpin crit is taking place on Friday and Saturday. We have open track on the crit course starting at 1 p.m. on Friday, runs till 3:30, and then the juniors will take off starting the event. Big kickoff, 4:30 p.m. And running for a couple hours, doing all the junior and beginner Cat 4, Cat 4, 4.5s going on Friday evening. So if you're coming in just for the crit, this is where you're going to park, hang out down here. If you plan on camping, the weekend camping area is where you will set up, even if you're doing for the crit. So this is very close. You have restrooms down here, and very close to the crit track. Right here, the green dot's going to be your start-finish line. This is the whole Motorplex course. That's, as you can see, we will be taking up 1 kilometer of that. We'll have all that marked out, but there's lots of different configurations and whatnot that we have available. All right, just switching back to see if you guys have some questions and whatnot. It's a little big for the screen here, but I'm going to read it. Question from Robert earlier. I plan to watch the broadcast today, but just in case I don't get this question into chat, are there any veterans who have found a sweet spot in break times during the event? Like, what is a good balance between coming in for food, water, rest, but not staying in so long that your focus drops and your body stiffens up, lose motivation, go back out? I'm tentatively planning on 10-minute breaks every 2 hours, but maybe that is too much or too little. That's a good question, Rob. I think a lot of it is kind of based on how you train and what kind of rides you've had in before, what kind of efforts you've had in. Did you have kind of breaks in between there to even stop, fuel, go to the bathroom during your other rides? Most of us haven't probably just gone out and trained for 10 or 12 hours at a crack. We're probably looking at that 3-4 hour window, maybe up to 6 hour rides. But most of our training probably falls in that lower case. So a good gauge on that is probably looking at maybe up to 80% of your longest ride at one period of time. If you're new to this ultra endurance, doing 80% of that longest ride, taking your break, and then going back out. But you're going to need to listen to your body, whether it needs some food, bathroom breaks, and whatnot. I definitely probably wouldn't just, if you're totally exhausted, sit down and want to go back out, within that 30 minutes, because you are going to start stiffening up. But a good 10, 15 minutes, probably not a lot's going to happen. You have plenty of room to walk around, relax, loosen up a little bit. Some people even change their kits halfway through just to get stuff, just feeling fresh out there. That doesn't work for everybody. I saw people that would go out full bore for 4 or 5 hours, and then they'd take an hour nap, or they'd go get something to eat for an hour, and that was their game plan. So you kind of need to listen to your body a little bit, know how you trained, and go from there. And again, don't always just try something brand new. Make sure you guys are bringing your nutrition with you that you've trained with. You don't want to try something and just go everything brand new. You want to have some of those comfort foods, some stomach settlers and things like that, because during an ultra endurance event like this, anything can happen, no matter how much little or as much as you trained. So I hope that answers your question. All right, going back to the map here. So that kind of covers everything that's happening at Hairpin and the Hairpin parking. That will be your parking again for, obviously for Saturday for the majority of the races. It started at 7:30 a.m. and go until about 4 p.m. One scheduled change that did happen, and that will be shot out, or it's not available on our registration site with the event info, is we did extend a longer track preview time right before our Cat 1, Cat 2 pro race happens for both male, female. So we do have an extended time out there for you guys to ride. There's like a 30-minute that you can be out there during that time before the women take off. There'll be about a 15-minute break, and then the guys will take off. So those times really didn't change a whole lot. We just added that break in there, so there's just a little bit more open track time. Okay, let's go back now to our main area that's kind of taking place for a majority of our 12-hour event. So Friday, you guys know where you guys are going for camping. If you're arriving Saturday, once you arrive, you will, and if you reserved a campsite, you will be heading to these red area, and one of our attendants will help you get settled into a spot, get parked, and then you'll make your way over to the registration check-in area in the Tufte Center. get your bib or timing chips and everything you need for the weekend. If you don't plan on camping and you're just going to plan on riding basically and parking your vehicle, we will have a drop-off area, and I believe I had added this in here. So this green area here is going to be a drop-off area for a bike, or even for your tent. If you have a team tent area, your flow will come right through this driveway here. You'll drop stuff off, and then you'll circle back out and head out. If you're just parking over here in this yellow area to the right, is going to be where our weekend event, or our Saturday event parking is taking place. So to get there, what's going to happen is you have two options. If you have to drop off and you're coming into the main paddock area, that's going to be that green box that I had shown you. If you don't need to drop anything off, you just want to walk your biking gear over. When you get into gate 6 here, when you get into gate 6, you're going to pass the security booth here, and they will direct you to, if it's parking only, they'll direct you to the left here. You'll follow this service road around. That service road will bring you to the event parking. There'll be some signs over here with our logos on it that you can park in the grass space. This service road will bring you underneath the track and into the tunnel, and you'll pop right out in front of Victory Lane. From there, you can go right, follow that sidewalk right to the Tufty and get checked in. Other things that are happening throughout the weekend: Swag Shop, food, drinks. That's going to happen in our main paddock area in this orange box here. We have the Swag Shop open on Friday. We have food and drink available Friday afternoon, Friday evening in this area. So food trucks will be coming in and out. This is also where midnight pizza is served from Bernatello's, one of our sponsors. Switchgear will be there serving some adult beverages, some beer from their brewing. And we'll have Riley's Good Dog will be there, and possibly a couple other food trucks. So that will be taking place all in this orange square. Your event guide that you received in an email or on the signage that we have there will also tell you the times that some of that stuff is opened. As far as like breakfast needs and stuff like that, if you didn't pack things, there are a couple vendors that are located at Road America that will be open as soon as 7 a.m. That's going to take place right to the east or to the right side of your screen here, these restrooms. This building here is it's called the Gearbox. They do have some concessions there that will be open because of the car race and whatnot going there. But they do have some breakfast, and you can get some stuff there for early morning if you didn't pack that kind of stuff. Later in the afternoon, just south where you can see my cursor here, there's also another vendor there. They do barbecue. That's Parker John's. They will probably be open too. So there are a lot of varieties of food and stuff available throughout the day for you guys while you're there. Our vendor village, we do have a few of our vendors coming this year. So they'll be located in this magenta area here. That's our vendor village. All this is in walking distance. It's very close to each other. It's right off the main drag. It's kitty corner across from the Tufty. It's across the street from the bathroom showers here, and directly in front of our paddock where you'll see our big MTT tent. Captains or those who need accessible parking, that's going to be in this black box here. You'll come in through the main drag following gate 6. After you get to the top of the hill, you pass right past Vendor Village here, and there will be your entrance will be right here on the south side. You'll pull in. There'll be 2 rows of accessible parking for you guys on pavement. So if you guys are in a chair, Very easy to get out and get to everything that we have going on versus I know last year we had some grass areas and whatnot. I'm just going to pop over here and see if we have any additional questions on here. All right. As part of this, can you explain the logistics of the tent space in pit lane I added on my registration? Yes, absolutely. That's next on my list here. So let's talk about pit lane. So pit lane, the false grid area, our whole pit area is where we label it as team tents. That is that was added on into your registration, so you had to reserve one of those spots during your registration. If you did not reserve one of those spots, you still can. You can go back into Run Sign Up or Bike Sign Up, log into your profile, click on your event, which is our 12 Hours Road America, and then you can go in there and there will be add-ons, it's called. You can go back into the add-on section and then you can check out and reserve whether it's a Saturday campsite or pit lane tent spot, or you can buy one of our champion socks because they're so sweet. So all those are in the add-on sections. You can do that there. Pit lane. We don't have an exact time when we will be 100% ready for you guys in pit lane. As you know, there's a race going on during the day. If they fall behind schedule, we get pushed back a little bit as well. Our tentative setup time for us is to get you guys get set up between 4:30 and 5 o'clock so that we can let you guys into pit lane around 5 to 5:30. Okay, so if you had stashed some of your stuff here in the green box, or if you're just rolling your bike and stuff in a tent, you'll take this driveway right here, right in front of Victory Lane. It's right on the south side of the swag shop. You'll follow this in. This side will be opened as well once pit lane opens up, but it will be closed before that. But you'll roll in and you'll go to your designated area. So in the green sections here, these are all your duathlon spots. These will all be labeled. On your registration, you reserved a spot, so you'll know what they are as you're going through. So you can, all of these are duathlon. They are very close to whether they're the 10 by 15 or 10 by 10s, electric or non. They are very close to both, they're in pit lane or they're on the false grid, but they're very close to the run transition, which is your run start here, or getting back onto the track through pit lane. In the yellow, these are going to be all your running team tent areas, okay? So lots of space to spread out. As you can see on the top of your screen here, this is kind of where everybody camps out, where you can see these other cars and whatnot. It's just a top view. You're real close to the camping area, just on the other side of the wall here. There's a couple ways to get through there, or you head to the left side of the screen here, which is going to be south, and get back onto the run course. And then we have our cycle, on the top side of the screen here. This is going to be our some of our spaces that you may have reserved for cycling, and then the other half of pit is down here for the rest. Just to the right side of this blue, all the way along pit lane here, along the blue, green, etc. This is where all the bike racks will be set up. So you'll be able to rack your bikes there at any time. There's plenty enough rack there for everybody. So if you don't have a park stand or something like that, mechanic stand in your tent, or you're taking a break and you need to park your bike there, the center of pit lane is wide open for you guys to ride, to get on and off. You'll park your bike onto the rack and pull it on off. There's no designated specific slots for you. So if you rented or reserved a tent, you're right across from your space. If you didn't, you can just kind of put it wherever you'd like. So kind of plan that when you're bringing your tents in. Get those set up. Maybe park your bikes right across for easy access, so you know where everything is. So that is our pit lane. Oh yes, good point, Car. So she said that there will be gluten-free and vegan options available from Bernatello's and Riley's Good Dogs. So that's super exciting to have gluten-free options, some vegan options out there as well. So we're trying to hit variety for everybody. So we listened to you guys last year, and we are adding more and more as we go on. All right, so let's talk about some of the things that are happening as far as bands, our race talk, award ceremony, movies, no matter which night, no matter which day, all of that stuff, bands, movies, our ceremonies, all that takes place at Victory Lane. And that's going to be right in the center of your screen here, right where you see that checkered floor here. That is our Victory Lane. So we have a big screen there. That will be where we view our movies. We'll have some stuff up there for presentations. We'll have, event times and stuff scrolling throughout the night. All that stuff will be happening on that screen. This is also where the band's set up there at Victory Lane, so you can do that. So this is kind of our central hub that we take over Victory Lane for the day. Okay, so you guys get done with the event at 7 o'clock in the morning. If you have a team tent, set up, you need to take your stuff down right away. There are car races on Sunday, so we need to just close up everything, get your bike, get your chargers and stuff like that out of pit, so that car race can take back over. We got about 30 minutes to do that, so we'll get our stuff out of there and move on, and then we will meet everybody here in Victory Lane. Starting about 5:30 in the morning is when you can start. If you're on a break and you're done early, you can head to the same area and you can grab your medals. Some of you did not forgot your medals last year, but that's the area that we will have them available starting at about 5:30 for all events. During the award ceremony, we'll get everything set out, and you'll be able to see results. If you earned a milestone award, so if you earned a patch, if you earned a sticker, if you earned a belt buckle, all of those things will be, the stickers and patches will all be at a designated area for you to receive them. We'll present all of the belt buckles, and new this year we added a cup, a Arctic hard double stainless steel walled can cooler cup. It's for your 200 milers. Okay, we had about 12 people hit that 200 miles. Unbelievable. So I had to create an award for it. So 200 mile mark milestone awards available. Super excited about that. Those will get presented there as well, along with all of our Chrome Dome team awards, overall awards, challenges, etc. So all of that will take place at Victory Lane. We will have some information out. It went out on the email. It'll also be available on various signs that you can scan the QR code, but download the Race Day Events app. Okay, download that to your phone, find our event, turn on the notifications. Throughout the weekend, we will have notifications going out when registration stuff's opening, when crit races going on, when the bands might be starting, when challenges are taking place. You have a 2-hour window for the sprint challenges. You have a 2-hour window for the King of the Mountain, Queen of the Mountain. So those will be, alerting you as a reminders, along with everything that we have for signage out there. But we thought adding those push notifications would be a nice thing. Most of us keep our phones on us. Some of us even hit our bike computers, etc. So make sure you download that app. Look for that email and scan that QR code, download the app. You'll be all set. So that's your first preparation. Second is going to be kind of a little bit of a checklist here of things that you need to bring. Okay, most of our events happening overnight. So we need lights. So you need a front light and you need a rear light on your bike. If you're riding a bike, you have to have a front light, you have to have a rear light, and when you're on the course, those need to be steady lights. We can't have strobe lights while we're out there. It can affect some people, especially with some people's lights are fairly bright nowadays. They need to be on a steady light. So make sure you bring extra lights if you need them, or you need to bring stuff to charge them with, battery packs, cords if you're plugging in. If you're in one of the electric areas or you're going back to your campsite and swapping out whatnot, bring extra lights. If you're running, you just need to have like a headlamp or a hand torch, some type of light so you can, watch your step. You are out in the dark. And also going to make our run course illuminate when you need to go follow directions as far as going straight, turns. Majority of all your markings this year are going to be on the pavement, and they're going to be reflective arrows on the pavement so that we can see them better at night. Last year we had them on some signs. Majority of the events said on it overnight, so you can't always see those signs very well. So we got some reflective arrows, reflective tape to make arrows down on the ground for your turns and straightaways. Other things, obviously you need to bring chargers if you need that. Battery packs help. Some people's bike computers didn't think of that. If it didn't show up on Strava, then it just didn't happen. So make sure you have battery packs for your bike computers, or another way to make sure that works for that 12-hour period. If you're in a team tent area and it's set electric on there, you're going to need to bring extension cords. Make sure you have extra. You could be right next to that ped and need a 20-footer. You might be a little further down where you need like 50 feet or something like that. Bring that. Bring a power strip. Bring a change of clothes if you need it. Nutrition, don't forget your nutrition. We will have nutrition on the cycling course and run course. We have chips and pickles and string cheese, bananas, noon hydration. Water is all out there on both the run and the bike. The bike's right in pit lane there. It's not out on the course itself. It's right at pit lane, so you can refuel there. Run course, it'll be at your start finish. It'll also be at approximately the half-mile marker and then the 2.5-mile marker. When you come around, you hit that one twice. So you have plenty of nutrition while you're out there for runners as well as we go. All right, let's pop up some of this stuff here. Al, yay for gluten-free. Yes, absolutely. We have a lot of people that have reached out and said, hey, we have gluten-free needs. We listened. We brought it in for you guys. That includes, even the burgers that we are serving that you are getting part of your registration on Saturday, for dinner. We have gluten-free buns as well for that. Lots of options for you. Mary Ann, will the vendors accept credit cards? Yes, the vendors will accept credit cards for you guys, as well as our swag shop. So make sure you get some of our sweet gear, the new Eleanor stuff and our new stoneware mugs, all that fun stuff that we have at the swag shop that everybody loves. One thing to remember, if you are cycling, bring your bike. Don't forget your bike. Don't forget your helmet. Helmets are required. You have to have shoes on. Somebody wanted to go barefoot. You have to have shoes on. Make sure you bring shoes, things like that. Everything that you need. Bring your toolkit, if you have any issues, but Broken Spoke will be out there again. They are our SAG and Bike Mechanic out there. They're a great sponsor of ours. They will be in pit lane, pretty much right across from the start finish, but in pit lane. So that's where their tent is. They'll also have extra power sources there if you need to stop and plug in and charge some things for a little bit. Outside of that, some minor repairs and whatnot that they'll have there. We will have a number of you guys to contact if you need a SAG vehicle that they can come get you out on the track if you're broken down. Otherwise, we will also be doing, periodic laps out there in our UTVs. If you're broken down or need a lift to get back, we will take you on the UTV, bring your bike along and get you there. Same with the run course. We'll make our way out there if you're having some issues that you can't make it back, and we will get you back to your tent or to our home base there. All right. Okay. So that is, some bigger things that, you guys need to just, things to bring. The stuff is out in the email as well. This video will be sent out to everybody, kind of going over all of those things as we go through. Touching base a little bit on the Victory Lane experience. Those emails have gone out, okay? So if you are already at that $500 threshold, or if you signed up for Victory Lane experience right away, you got your emails that'll tell you about the t-shirt ride, which happens on Thursday. It'll give you information on the luncheon on Saturday, and all of the other perks that you have coming through. That information is included in your email. If you're still fundraising and you're trying to hit that $500 mark to get into Victory Lane, do not worry that you didn't get that email, okay? We will send out that email blast again with that information on when the luncheon is, all that fun stuff. I'm checking every day who hits that $500 or more mark, and then I will convert your registration over to Victory Lane. So you're not out of the picture. You can fundraise all the way up, to even if it's after the luncheon and you just trying to earn that free jersey and try to fundraise for us, for my Team Triumph. You can still hit that, get some of those perks with the Victory Lane experience. But reach out to us if you have any questions on Victory Lane experience. We're here to help you with that. Most of your guys' registration stuff, some of you guys have reached out to me. Most of the things you've asked are available for you to edit in your own registration. Just go into Run Sign Up, Bike Sign Up, log in, go to your profile, click on the event. You can modify some of that stuff. Team names. Some people have switched teams. Some people needed add-ons. You want to switch, some of you have switched from cycling to a duathlon. That stuff, a lot of that's available. Just if you're having some issues, reach out to us. But check your profile, and that should be able to answer a lot of that for you. So, you guys, if you have any other questions as well, make sure you hit on this feed. We'll check it and answer it if it's after this live broadcast is done, and we will get you guys taken care of. But super excited for you guys. Hey, super pumped. We are on just a countdown here. Just ready, okay? We are ready for you guys to take over Road America. We are ready to take over Road America. We want this to be the biggest and best event we've had yet to date. And we are super excited to have people there for the entire weekend camping. For you guys traveling there, this is an amazing experience. No extra charges for you guys to just camp out and be on the grounds. Hairpin 100 guys, I know you guys like to check the weather. It's looking beautiful. We are having prime weather available. The course is going to be fast. It's going to be epic. Super cool for spectators to be able to check that out because you can see the entire track from anywhere. You can see the entire track. You're not waiting for, a lot of these happen in downtown settings and stuff like that where you see you guys zip by and then you don't see them for another couple minutes till they loop around. You can see everything happening. So you're going to see those breakaways. You're going to see somebody getting dropped. You're going to see people sprinting for those preems. We have a lot of cash and prizes going on that we want to give out, to make sure you guys are registering. Referrals. Hey, refer some people, get your registration for free. You sign up for 2 of those races. That second one's at a discount. All of those things are available to you. Let's make this Hairpin 100 an epic experience. Okay, I look forward to seeing you guys there. Victory Lane, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody else, hoping to see you there on Friday. And at the latest, we'll see you there on Saturday. And we will have lots of fun watching movies, riding bikes, running, listening to live music, you name it. So thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you guys very soon. Take care.